Welcome back to the Wires channel, your home for obscure cult movies and the classics. Today, we will go over a movie so bad that it almost killed superhero movies for good. That movie is Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. A movie so terrible, not only did it ruin the careers of Christopher Reeve and Margaret Kidder and others involved, it helped bring down Canon Group as a filmmaking company.
Yeah. So Superman 4 was so fucking bad that there wasn't another Superman movie until Superman Returns in 2006. There was an attempt in the mid to late 90s by Tim Burton to and Kevin Smith to kind of bring back the Superman franchise. I guess very infamously there was the Nicolas Cage Superman movie that never took off. But yeah, Superman 4 killed the Superman film franchise for for a good 17, 18 years or something like that. You know, in fact, this movie was so bad, because Superman Returns is a sequel to Superman 2, and it retcons Superman 3 and 4. That's how bad this was.
We have gone over before how crappy the Canon Group it was as a production company. They were competing with Orion Pictures and other minor companies with low to mid budget movies, but generally the output was so often marred with horrible production values and questionable ethics. Superman 4 was Canon's last major attempt to break into the mainstream Hollywood level, as by their time, excuse me for a second. Because by this time, their previous blockbusters bombs, The Masters of the Universe, which is the He-Man cartoon, the live-action He-Man movie, and Stallone's Over the Top, to name others, came and went and drained the company's finances in terms of budget and box office returns. Superman 4, by the time it was ready to shoot, the budget was slashed in half to $17 million. Canon would resort to their classic techniques of poor filmmaking to make up for the difference.
Yeah, so this movie had to reuse special effects. There's several infamous, scenes, especially like when the scenes when Superman's flying around, and it's just literally the same shot, superimposed over there. The backgrounds were used over and over and over again. There's other such examples throughout this movie, and then the reduced budget also meant that special effects were also cut down. It wasn't uncommon in the 80s for sci-fi movies to have their budgets reduced, but Superman was not an ordinary sci-fi movie. And honestly, this is one of those franchises where you shouldn't pull that bullshit. The terrible sci-fi special effects in this movie. Oh god. I mean, there's some scenes you can see the backstage area. This is half-ass filmmaking at its best. That's the best way I could put it. It's not even so much that the special effects are terrible, which is ironic because the Superman franchise, especially the first two entries, really pioneered special effects and the superhero movie genre as a whole. But oh my god, this movie almost undid all of that.
Yes. To demonstrate how bad the budget issue was in the movie, in the first two Superman movies, the credit sequence was an expensive special effects sequence. It actually cost more money than most movies at the time. With the credits zooming in and out the way they do. But in this movie, they just did it completely half-assed. You could tell they had no money for that title sequence, so they just half-assed made the opening credits credits just appear done so poorly. It was a sign of things yet to come in this movie.
Yeah.
Movie and then another reason why this movie is remembered not so fondly is its main villain, Nuclear Man. A Chippendale dancer with no acting experience whatsoever, Mark Pillow struggled to make his character feel it's not convincing, and the poor writing and special effects helped make the character even more cheesy.
What kind of name is Mark Pillow?
Someone you expect to be a Chippendale dancer.
Oh god. he really a Chip or Dale's answer?
According to my research, yes. Well, both movies would fail in the box office, eventually helping to do a canon group. Christopher Reeve never became a major Hollywood movie the actor ever again after the flop of Superman 4. Surprisingly, Street Smart would earn Morgan Freeman his first acting nomination, but every movie Christopher Reeve did afterwards was either a supporting role in better movies like Remains of the Day, or the lead in the movie of the week type fares to continue paying his bills.
Yeah, I mean, unlike the next movie we plan on reviewing, which is Batman and Robin, or otherwise known as Batman 4, where it was so bad it's actually unintentionally funny at times, or it was unintentionally entertaining in areas where it shouldn't have been. This movie was just bad. Besides the whole nuclear man gimmick, it was just bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to add on to it. It's just, it's a terrible movie. Don't get me wrong, if you're a fan of Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman, and superhero movies, you'll probably want to check it out if you haven't already seen it. But I mean, outside of that, like, there's no objective, review or criticism that add further to this discussion. It's just a really terribly made movie. It's honestly, this is one of those movies that should have been shelved, like when the final project was finished, because some executive had to sit in on a screening of this and approve it for release. This reminds me, I think it was a movie from Warner Brothers Studios called, Batgirl, the Batgirl movie, that was connected to the DC film universe before that got all canned. It was gonna have Brendan Fraser. Oh man, I forget what character he was supposed to play, but needless to say, the movie was made. The executives thought it was one of the most god-awful pieces of shit ever made, and they fucking canned it and just, as far as I know, they destroyed all the master tapes or whatever you want to call it. So you couldn't even leak the movie. And that's what they should have done with this, unfortunately. But at last, we come to the end of Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, and may this movie forever rest in peace. So until next time, thank you for tuning in to the YS channel.
Yes, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate it.